Awards Sunday night on June 27th when performing with the Amigos. She posted a picture on Instagram about her baby bump, too.
Talking about music, you got some opinions on music, don't you?
Yeah, talking about music.
Make sure you're talking to the mic. You got to make sure we're catching it.
Talking about music. I don't really listen to Cardi B like that, but but I do like my certain types of music.
What do you like?
My two genres, rap and alternative rock.
Those are pretty different from one another, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite artist?
Oliver Tree.
Okay.
Rock artist.
Yeah. What about rap artist?
Ski Mask.
Ski Mask. Okay.
Speaking of music, what type of music do y'all like?
I like dreamcore music.
Dreamcore?
Yeah.
What is that?
Slow type of music.
Okay, like dreamy,
So, yeah.
dreamscape type stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
And my favorite artist is Nipsey Hussle.
I can share that one. That's surprising, but cool.
I like the fast-paced kind of music because my favorite artist is Megan.
Megan Thee Stallion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's got it. What about you guys?
My favorite type of music is like fast rapping. And,
Fast rapping, like who?
really, I don't know because I had stopped listening to music.
Yeah, oh man. I don't know.
Doesn't listen to music?
Nope.
Why?
I don't think we got all answers from everybody. What about you, buddy?
My favorite topic is hip hop, and my favorite artist is Young and Ace.
Yep. Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, my favorite kind of music is like indie and like the slowed version of sounds. It just
Okay.
kind of sounds better.
Cool.
I mean, like, is there somebody like that?
Yeah, SZA.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
like,
for
SZA
sure.
is like my spirit animal.
For sure.
I don't
She's
know
so
what's my
good.
spirit animal.
And me, I like conscious type rap. So like J. Cole, I love Common.
J. Cole's a god.
Oh, what?
J. Cole sucks.
What? No, whatever. I can't defend everybody in the world, right? But that's the type of stuff I like. The Roots, that type of stuff.
Who is The Root?
Oh, you guys gotta check the Roots out. They're like a band and rappers.
They sound.
Oh man,
They
you guys.
sound trash.
No. I do not condone that statement, The Roots. If you're paying attention, I hope that you're watching this, and I think you guys are phenomenal.
Did
what's that?
People still listen to band music?
Well, it's like rap and a band, so it's sort of like they play drums, they play instruments and all that, but they also have a lead rapper who's phenomenal. I mean, he's just a smart guy,
I thought that was over already.
It's not over. That'll never die, man. That's a classic.
The classics suck.
Oh, whoa. You got some opinions.
I don't like it. That's all.
That's all right. You're entitled to your opinion.
I bet that none of y'all have even listened
Think
to
my
The
mic
Roots. And y'all just saying that they trash, I bet.
I don't listen to no. Wait, what'd he say?
I bet none of y'all even listen to The Roots. Y'all just saying that they trash.
Yeah, basically.
Keep an open mind, guys. That's the key. Go check them out when you're off air.
There was
And then
a
you tell me what you
concert.
think.
Okay.
All right? That's all. That's all I could ask for. There we go. There's something like that.
There was a concert, I think, like last week or so. I think it was like Cool in the Game.
Okay, that's a little older than that, but yeah, that's a classic too.
They're okay.
I like one song from the gang, or not the gang, the game.
The Game.
Like, yeah. It was called The Code. I remember that song with 21 Savage.
Yeah.
I actually liked it. I don't know why. It was just like good. Just
Sometimes that's how music is, right?
Just
It
good.
either connects with you or it doesn't. Who's into making music here?
Not me, but I got a funny story though.
Now, let me hear it.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
So me and my little cousin, we was listening to some music. He started throwing his head back on the seat. Like, I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just dancing. And then he hit his head and I started laughing at him.
Oh man. So I hope he's all right.
I remember one time I sang SpongeBob in front of the whole class inside the gym because our side principal, he said that if he made a basketball shot, then one of us had to sing in front of the class, and he didn't. Or no, he did. And I was like, I'll sing, because originally
Good for you, man.
he wasn't gonna make anyone sing. And I was like, I'll sing, and then he brought me up in front of the whole class to sing SpongeBob.
Yeah. Did anyone join in on the song?
No.
They should have. I'm sure you entertained them though.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like when I started singing, everybody was like, I want to sing, I want to sing. I'm like, I'll just copy.
Well, guys, check this out. I knew you guys were coming today, and so I wanted to try to prepare some stuff that would teach you guys a little bit about the law, but not in a very complicated way, but would also get your opinions on this stuff. So my first question is, who likes, between Snickers and Kit Kats, who likes Snickers more than Kit Kats?
Me.
You got two. Who likes Kit Kats
Wait.
more?
I like Snickers.
That'll work. All right.
Snickers. I'm more of a Snickers.
All right, so you like Kit Kats, you like Snickers. We're going to use both of you, so get that mic over there. All right? So I got one of each, right?
Okay, you got one of each.
I'm giving the Kit Kat to you.
No.
I'm giving the Snickers to you.
Why? I asked for the Snickers.
Because I want you guys to negotiate with one another how you guys are going to handle getting...
I would have did this fast. You could just give me the...
Yeah, we can
Snicker
trade.
and
We
I'll
can
give
just
you the-
trade.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's a deal like that seems like it's that easy, right? But there's something else to this. So all right, that's a simple deal, right? You're gonna give yours to her. She's gonna give yours. Okay. So you wanted the Snickers,
Yes.
and you wanted the Kit Kat.
Thank you.
Now what's going on with that Kit Kat?
Oh, it's empty.
So now we got a deal, but everyone didn't exactly get what they thought they were gonna get, right?
got scammed.
This happens all the time with people, right? This happens all the time. Now she didn't know that there wasn't anything in that Kit Kat when she made that deal, but it causes a problem, right? You guys made a deal.
So it's like if we go to court, I would get longer sentence from you.
No, we're not talking about criminals. There's nothing criminal here right now, right? This
I
is
know,
just
but I'm just saying.
so here's the deal, right? We got two ways we can handle this. We got two ways we can handle this problem. This happens all the time, right? She has nothing in that Kit Kat. She thought she was going to get Kit Kat for this. We have two ways we can handle this. First of all, you guys can try to make a deal with one another now. What's fair? You guys can talk it out. Now, you won really pretty big here because you got a Snickers and she didn't get anything. So can you guys come to put your heads together and figure out if there's a way that you can handle it? Because if not, we're going to have to find a judge out there who's going to solve this for us. So let's see if you guys can come up with an idea.
You just want to like split this.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so in this situation, basically, you should have gotten the full Snickers, but you're willing to negotiate so that both of you guys get something. Now that's smart because if you had gone to a judge, who knows what would have happened? And actually, why don't we submit this to somebody to be a judge and see if they have a different solution to this? So who wants to be the judge?
Me.
They can't be the judge and the person in the middle.
Me.
All right, so what do you think would have been a fair outcome? Do you think that the outcome that they decided was fair?
Yes, it is.
So you're willing to accept the deal that they made. You don't want to have to. You don't want to, for example, just send it back to her and give her back her Snickers. So the interesting thing is sometimes what happens in these situations is you have a dispute like that. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't know that it wasn't a Kit Kat in there. But if you submit it to a judge, sometimes a judge might say, "Look, we're just going to swap these things back." She ends up with Snickers that she doesn't really want. But you got to deal with what you got to deal with, right? So this is a pretty good explanation of showing you guys how some things that you think you're getting in a deal might not actually be what you thought. They didn't have any bad intentions in this situation, but it was an honest mistake, and ultimately you guys solved it better than probably 90% of people in the world.
Good job.
No lawyers involved, no court proceedings, none of that. So good job, guys. You probably handled that exactly like everybody should handle it in that situation. I wish everybody was that fair about it. How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I can be fair, but not a lot.
Yeah. Well,
With food, no.
with food, no. Well, that was fair with food.
Is best.
I mean, she's my friend.
Yeah, but here's the catch to this whole thing. I actually have candy for all of you guys, so everybody actually gets candy.
Wow. And you can put your pets in it. I mean, like, you can still bring your pet in. Dogs. I got 5 big dogs. I got two puppies. One name is Princess, one name is Berry. And they're small enough that they could probably fit in like a big purse.
So we're saying that and now we want to change the rule. No animals in the library unless it can fit in a purse. That's the rule?
Purse.
Unless they're tiny.
Okay, see, because we have to be specific. Because what if I can fit something dangerous in a purse, a venomous snake?
Then we're
Why
giving
would
our
you do
security
that?
guard.
Well, I don't know. People do crazy things, right? And when we're writing laws, what we want to make sure we're doing is we're thinking about all of the possible ways that something could be affected here, right? So what do you have to say about this?
Well, like I think it should be like no pets allowed unless it's like a guide dog that someone needs.
Okay, because
Or,
that's
like,
another
Support
one.
dog.
Yeah.
I think that's
Because some people might need
Those.
the animal.
I think that's unfair. Like, if you're blind, girl, what?
Just keep going.
I think if it's a guide dog, okay, you can bring that. But if it's like a puppy, and it's small enough to fit in the purse and you can control it, I think you should be fine with it. Because if you can control it, then you shouldn't be having no problems with it.
Okay, so then what should be the penalty if you violate this rule?
You can't bring your pets. You can't bring no more pets.
You will
in
get
here.
kicked out the library for putting other people in harm.
Okay, what about you guys down there? I haven't heard much from you guys. That's all right. I caught you off guard.
This Kit Kat's too good. I don't know what they were talking about, putting animals in a purse or something, but like,
I mean, like I've seen.
No, let him talk. Let him talk.
in my opinion, I feel like that's kind of smart, but like animals in a purse, like come on, like.
I mean, like if the purse is empty or stuff, like.
So the rule is though no animals in the library unless there's a health or medical reason.
Yeah.
Or if it's small enough where it's not going to cause any harm to anybody else, right?
I wouldn't mind putting animals in a purse, like
Small
let them in.
dogs are feisty.
They can be. They can be,
Yeah.
do more damage than anybody else.
Yeah.
But as long as they're not like a pit bull that someone tries to fit in a purse, or something,
That's
like a snake.
that's not possible.
All right. So, and the penalty that we want is that if somebody does this, they get kicked out of the library forever or just for that day?
Yeah, just for that.
No,
I mean,
No, I think this is
It
what
depends
they
how
kick.
big
They get kicked out for that day.
Yeah.
and then they
They get
can't
kicked-
bring back any more
Yeah,
animals.
that-
they get kicked
yeah.
out for 2 years.
I agree with her.
2 years.
Now
Wow.
that's too far.
No, because if they come back the next day, they could just bring it again.
Well, the penalty has to be big enough that will stop somebody from doing it, but you don't want it to be so big that it's over. Like, think about it. That person that can't come to the library now can't learn, can't get
month.
books, can't use the internet. A month, a week.
No education.
You think one day?
One day.
We got to come to some decision here.
Because like a week. They
Okay.
A week seems like a fair compromise. Can we deal with a week?
Yes, a week.
He wants 2 weeks over there.
1.5 weeks.
2 weeks is too far because, like,
and a
what if
half.
they have to do something at the library?
Like scan
that-
something.
Yeah, and
or
they can't do it because they got like,
apply for a job. You know, there's a lot of things that people do at the library, right? So we can't be too unfair.
You have to apply for a job at the library.
I mean,
Some people have to use the
print
internet.
information and stuff.
You could tell
Yeah.
people to.
Yeah. So let's talk about a couple situations that might happen. What happens if the person who works in the library has an aquarium in their office? Is that an animal in the library? Is that okay?
I mean, that's fine.
That's okay
That's
because they're
fish.
fish. They're tiny
because
fish.
the
And
fish
fish
can't
don't
do nothing.
harm.
Fish don't bark.
But I mean, like,
fish don't.
What if they have
Yeah.
a water snake?
There you
Now
go.
that's-
Yeah.
Okay, now that's dangerous.
I mean, like, if you keep
It-
a top over it and it just stays in your.
Yes, as long as it keeps.
I've seen an octopus break a tank.
So okay, what if one of you live around this library and you have a kitten that gets loose and it wanders into the library? Did you break the rule?
I mean, no, because you didn't bring it in yourself.
Because
Wait,
If you
no.
would train it, I mean, it's okay. It's
There's
cool
this
with me.
woman that been with the monkey for like her whole life and it still attacked her.
So
that really
yeah.
doesn't-
So, like, what are we all talking about here, right? We're talking about creating a
feel like
law, and we're
talking
realizing
about
that
the law.
one law that you just say that seems simple and would seem to accomplish everything that we want, then starts to have a lot more nuance as we go through it. So it seems like what everybody is saying here is that if the animal is dangerous or has a risk of harm to another person, then it's not allowed in the library.
Yes,
Yeah.
if it's big and like can harm somebody, then get it out.
So do we
Yeah.
want a weight limit on it? Like 20 pounds?
No. Just don't do it.
Just don't bring it.
Because if
Just
it's
don't
huge,
do it, kid.
So maybe the better answer is just no animals in the library.
No,
Okay.
like only if they're like
unless it's for
Support animals. Support animals.
Other than that, that's for sure.
Yeah.
only if they're like small, harmless animals. That's like my opinion. Because
Small animals
because even if they are big and
feisty.
harmless, then they can get in people's.
But how are we going to define small and harmless? Like, what if I trip on a hamster?
That's your fault.
Well, maybe.
No, that poor hamster.
Well, yeah, I know, but it didn't hurt the hamster. It just hurt me. Don't worry about it.
No pets unless it's like a service dog.
So a lot of times when
Yeah.
laws are being written, this is what ends up happening, right? We start with this very simple idea, and then we say, wait. There's a million different ways that this thing could go. Maybe we want to let some things happen. Maybe we don't. Usually then it comes back to maybe we just shouldn't let animals in the library at all. Which I actually imagine that there is actually a rule that says no animals in the library.
Probably. It's a library, and plus it might bark and stuff.
Yeah, it could disrupt.
Even if it's small.
Is just ain't no sign.
What's that?
Because if it was a rule that said no animals in the library, But somebody didn't know because they never saw a sign.
Well, that's another important part, right? So when somebody makes a rule, people are making laws all the time. You got to make sure that you're telling people about those rules, or else how are they supposed to know about it? That's why we have speed limit signs and stop signs and all this other stuff. So I'd be interested to know if there is a sign here that says no animals in the library, but I think we're all in agreement that there probably should be no animals in the library other than service animals. And if you do, she disagrees though. And this is exactly what Congress basically does. This is exactly what the government does. They argue and debate these rules, and then eventually they create a law that we all got to agree with. So maybe you need to go to Congress.
Only service dogs. Only service animals.
So yeah, I think that's a decently good solution to this problem, and I think that we did a pretty good job passing this law, guys. I'm pretty proud of it.
Same.
So good job, guys.
Decline.
Well, that's another good point here. When laws are passed, there's always somebody that's unhappy with it. There's no two ways about it, and it always affects people differently than you think it did. Because you never know if somebody needs an animal and maybe they didn't get a medical exemption, for example. You know, there's always things that could happen. You can't account for every situation. But I think you guys did a really good job of thinking about all the possible outcomes there. So,
Thank you.
Congrats, guys.
I mean, I already know I was going to get this right because I love talking.
You love talking?
I sure
Okay,
do.
so what you're going to do is you're going to look in that camera because we got to take a break, right? So you're going to say, you don't know all of our sponsors. So what you can say is shout out to the sponsors.
Shout out to the sponsors.
We're going to take a quick break.
We're going to take a quick break.
And then you'll be back with the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
And we'll be...
It's okay.
We'll be back with the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
And the Amazing Kids Broadcasting.
And the Amazing Kids Broadcasting Camp.
Keep it locked.
First experience going to a dealership, I had bad credit, and the salesman made me feel horrible. I don't ever want you to have that feeling nor that experience. I guess that's why for the past 9 years they call me the people salesman. Good credit or bad credit, it does not matter to me. No matter your situation, if there's a way to get what you want done, I promise you, I will do everything I can to find it. So please be sure to stop and see me today at your people salesman.
Guys, I'm attorney Dennis E. Sawan, and I'm going to be joining the 419 Grind crew on Rise and Grind Wednesdays from 8:30 to 9:30. We're going to be answering your general legal questions and talking about trending legal topics. Tune in wherever you get your podcasts to the 419 Grind podcast.
What's up, Toledo? My name is Jason White. I'm the CEO and founder of Witness Riches. And did you know that we offer the credit repair service? If you're trying to buy a house, get a new car, refinance bad debt, or just be prepared for whatever life may bring your way, you should consider hiring our credit repair program. Typically, within the first 3 to 6 months of working with us, our clients average a minimum 100-point credit score increase with each credit bureau. So if you can use gains like that, you should consider hiring our credit repair service. All you have to do is go to the 700clubtoledo.com to learn more about our credit repair program. And if it interests you, we're also going to give you the ability to start your first 30 days for just $19.99. So go to the 700clubtoledo.com, learn more about our program, and we look forward to serving you. I'm out.
Hello world, I'm Quentin Riley, CEO and founder of Legendary Carpet Care Plus. The services we provide are professional carpet, tile, and upholstery cleaning, both for residential and commercial. We show up on time, we get the job done, we're certified at what we do, and our customers rave about us. We're legendary, and if you don't believe me, check this out.
Hi, my name is Susan Brown, and I am the owner of the Doris Brown Fitness and Learning Academy. I've been using Legendary Carpet Care for about 3 years now, and I'm very, very, very pleased with it. Sanitation should be important to everyone, but it's mostly important to me because I want my children to come into a safe and clean environment. And Legendary Carpet Care provides that for me. I would personally recommend Legendary Carpet Care to other businesses because he's fair with his prices, he's an on-time person, he never lets you down, and just look at my place. It's just clean all the time, and I use it like every 3 or 4 months.
If you're interested in getting your home or business sanitized, visit our website at legendarycarpetcare.com or click the link associated to this video. We look forward to serving you.
All these people undelivered.
Who's writing right
Oh,
here?
no.
I'm weak.
Hey, yo, Lane, check dig, man. I was just sitting back reminiscing, man, you know what I'm saying, and vibing on how things used to be, you dig? Like when we was youngsters, you know what I'm saying, that old West End used to rock. St. Anne's, you know?
When kids really used to go outside and play. When females used to carry themselves as women. When hustlers used to do their time without snitching.
Listen, I remember back in the day when I was a child, doing bad, mama used to take us to eat at Hot and Now. Very convenient, the food was good and plus it was cheap. Creeping off the block to go swimming at Willie's every week. Dirt courts in just about every backyard, hooping on crates. Sneaking jars out the house, trying to catch lightning bugs and snakes. The good old days when penny candy really used to cost a penny. Ice cream truck had ice cream on it, you could buy for 10 pennies. Pimping your bike out with chrome caps, reflectors and mirrors. The hood used to be a village back when the neighbors cared. It was less snitching, more females carried themselves like women. I wish I could go back and visit, cause I miss the old Toledo.
Used to see the dance every day.
I mean, it ain't got that same vibe it got no more in the streets, you know?
To go outside and play.
Yeah, okay. I feel where you going, CJ.
Used to carry themselves as
okay, man. It's your boy Bobcat, man. Just reminiscing, check this.
Where hustlers used to do their time without snitching.
I'm just reminiscing about the old days. And nah, I don't go far back as the OJs. Lane, look, I'm talking late 80s, early 90s. On Auburn up at Peach Rose is where you can find me. I was screaming crossroads for the love of the dough. 16 double O until the world blow. When Indo and Joint Mob had a lock on the South. And Arden Coleman had you scared to come out of your house. Around the time when Magic Wand found out he was Plera. And Ray Stone was so fly, yeah, that was the era. Philly and Philly and all was reppin' for Out Hill. That Scott and Libby gang could damn near get a nigga killed. When Northtown was bumpin', Southwick was slumpin'. Follow the light, lightning rod had every club jumpin'. I give her arm, a leg, 2 shoulders, and a tooth. Cause see Toledo how it was in my youth. Man, I miss the old Toledo.
When children used to see the dance every day. When kids really used to go outside and play. When females used to carry themselves as women. Where hustlers used to do their time without snitching.
Wake up, Toledo. Wake your ass up. Wake up. Yeah. You're listening to the 419 Grind, Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Welcome back to the Rise and Grind, and you are back with the amazing kids, and we have some new hosts with us.
Hi, I'm Jayla. Hi, I'm Jayla.
Hi, I'm Jenna.
Hey, I'm Mateo.
That is all our new hosts.
Yeah. So what made you guys want to step into the show this morning?
It feels like the spotlight is on the many people who feel like they have the courage to step up. And not many people have the courage, so I feel like if no one else is gonna do it, maybe I should.
What about you?
kind of what he said. I don't know. It just looks.
Shae, you gotta speak up and project. Project that voice.
Yeah, I agree with him.
I don't know. It just looks fun to do it. And kind of what Mateo said.
You got a good answer, didn't you?
Yeah.
I remember when I used to come up with answers like that. Good job.
It just felt like it would be kind of fun to do. Kind of like, I felt like I would have a lot of ideas.
What kind of ideas you got?
I don't have many right now.
Yeah, all right.
But are you having fun? You having fun?
Yes.
That's gotta be fun. You having fun?
All right, so before we went to commercial break, our main hosts, had some topics they were talking about, and we had somebody who had a question of the day. So before we get into the topics, who has the question of the day?
I have one, but she can go first.
Hold on, no, it was you, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what was your question of the day?
What's your favorite game?
Okay, what's everybody's favorite game?
What's y'all favorite game?
My favorite game is Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, that's good. My favorite game is Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your favorite game?
Dodgeball.
That's a good game.
Okay.
Smacking people with the ball. Yeah. I enjoy dodgeball myself as well. Next.
If we're talking video game wise, I grew up with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Okay.
My son likes Sonic the Hedgehog.
And if we're talking sports wise, I love soccer. I'm gonna say soccer.
Boy, we're ready. Boy, it's good.
So most people usually grew up with kids of the age now. We grew up with Fortnite, Minecraft, most games like that. And Roblox. I'm saying like maybe 80% of the population. Oh yeah, Cuphead. People like that too. I play a lot of retro games. I try to know more about the games of the past because you might not know where something came from. Because Roblox could have came from the idea of Mario the Plumber or something. We don't know. So that's why it's always important to know about the past because you won't understand the future.
That's what Mario does.
Okay, game-wise, like video game, my favorite is Call of Duty and Roblox. And in sports, I like baseball.
Can I go next? Okay, so in sports, I play a lot of sports: basketball, baseball, soccer, volleyball. And I can't remember the rest of them. But I'm real funny. I already know that. Thank you very much. And then I love playing Roblox. And my granddad always be like, I'm sick and tired of seeing that ugly girl running. He's like, because I play Roblox so much, and he said he's sick and tired of me. He's sick and tired of me playing Roblox.
So, did you guys have some more trending topics you wanted to talk about?
So, basketball, fun sport, right? Anyone had a favorite player? Anyone?
No.
Yes. No.
Kobe, my favorite, would probably be Kobe.
My favorite player would probably be Michael Jordan.
Same. Michael Jordan.
Old school. Michael Jordan. Y'all going with the old school players, I see.
In the new school. What are they doing in the new school? Who got the new school?
Yeah, what she said, Stephen Curry.
King James.
Who is that?
LeBron James.
LeBron James, I know who he is.
What?
Why'd you get so offended?
I'm hurt. That took a blow. That's a big blow to pride. You said that to him directly. Broke down. It's all right not to know because some people didn't really grow up with basketball. You know, some people, has different.
Some people have different platforms, like what they like.
Yeah, what they like, and it's all right to have ideals.
People have different opinions on what they like and what they don't like.
Say it again.
People have different opinions on what they don't like and what they do like. So we all have different opinions.
Because if we all like the same thing, we're not all gonna be cool. We don't have idols if we all like the same thing.
Yeah, because
if everyone on Earth likes hot dogs, you can't say somebody's cool for liking hamburgers. We all like hot dogs.
Because God didn't make us all the same.
Facts.
Oh yeah, but I do like playing Fortnite, but I also do gymnastics, and I used to run track, and I do boxing, which is pretty fun.
That's what Okay, we got a boxing.
What's your favorite part of gymnastics?
Just seeing my friends and learning new things. I'm gonna start doing competitions this year, so that's gonna be pretty fun. And then I have middle school, and then sports. So busy, very busy.
Booked and busy. Okay.
Sports-wise, I probably play, because I play football and then I do cheerleading and basketball. So about the same thing that she does. But I'm starting gymnastics, I think, in 2 weeks.
Awesome. My son loves gymnastics.
So speaking of gymnastics, I don't know if most everybody here does do this because it only occurs every 4 years. So anyone knows about the Olympic Games that happen?
Nope, I do not watch none of them.
I don't know if I was the only one that did, but yesterday night I was I watched the swimming and I watched the gymnastics. So
Did you hear about Jacoby?
Mm-hmm.
I sure love swimming, so I might just join them.
I love swimming.
Me too.
Anyone else have any good ideas about like sports or anything?
Track question.
I love track. Yeah, I almost
track.
everybody in my family grew up with track. My mom and dad were champions.
My mom, yeah.
Okay, I have a question for everybody. I'm a little bit scared to go to middle school because I'm about to go to the 6th grade.
Same here.
It's like,
I heard it wasn't hard. It's just the reading, a lot of reading.
I don't care about reading. I don't like reading a lot, but sometimes I do like reading. But I'm just wondering how people act in middle school. Like, do they act real childish, or do they?
I can answer your question.
They act. Okay, I have a.
It's like the same thing in 3rd grade when, like, the teacher tells you to do something, and then you'll be like, "All right, I did it," and then you'll like hurry up and rush on it and be like, "Can I go on the computer and do that?"
I swear, I be always rushing to get on the computer. 'Cause
I think it's kind of mixed. People want to be cool, but at the same time, they still have things they want to do that that brings them back to grades.
I got advice from like a 7th grader. Everyone there is like not your friend.
Yeah,
you are not. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Okay. Be a leader. Yeah. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Yeah. 'Cause everyone is not on the right path.
Yeah, because you're going to have some haters when you get up there. You're going to have a lot of haters. But who cares about those haters? Because those are the people that, what's the word?
Are your motivators.
Yeah, what she said. Your motivators.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate, but I don't care.
Hey.
Smoking.
As a 6th grader that's just now turning into a 7th grader, I can tell you guys. As a 6th grader that's now turning into a 7th grader, I can tell you that 6th grade is really hard, but really easy at the same time. Once you find what you like and what you're into.
6th grade is pretty cool.
People.
Once you put into it, right?
People try to act cool, but they have different priorities.
You gotta speak up.
They try to act cool and try to act hard, but then when they get in trouble, they don't know why they get in trouble. But then they have different priorities, and they don't know what they like. Say, if the teacher asks them, "What do you want to do when they get older?" I don't know. So if you don't know, why are you trying to act cool? Because you have priorities that you have to look after.
Okay.
True.
Tell her, girl. is your priority.
Yeah.
I think a lot of my people have taught me that people have inner emotions. They have an outer shell and an inner shell. They have the outer shell shows that they wanna act cool. They want friends. They wanna be like the person of the school. Yeah, they wanna be cool. But the inner shell is kind of like I'm afraid I won't do this or do that. I won't make it here or never make it there.
I'm not even gonna tell a story. That was me once. Yeah, like trying to be cool and everybody else. So I remember one time I was dared to do something, like say cut my hair, and the camera was like seriously in the middle of like the classroom. So, I wasn't gonna do it, but because I thought I was cool at first, but then they told me to cut my hair, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm getting a lot of trouble. My mom don't want me cutting my hair, so don't be like cool. Stand out. Yeah, stand out.
So mostly, people that want to act cool, they just want to have stuff like everybody else. Like basically going back to what she was saying, everyone wants to do that so they can feel like the top. And eventually that leads to fighting for the top, like popularity contests in high school, stuff like that. Continue.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the cool kids who think they're cool?
Most of the time, it's just like their appearance. Like they just try and appear all cool, but then I bet that if you breathe on them, they would probably cry.
Outfits, hairstyles, makeup, and all. I don't really get it. Like kids will come to school with lipstick, their hair in messy buns, short shorts, and tank tops and stuff. When this is school, this is not home. This is school where you're here to learn and get educated. And it just doesn't make sense how you just want to be cool. No.
Okay, I'm gonna sound I don't know how to explain it, but I have a saying. A leaf that falls from the tree, they glide, but a swift breeze can carry them way farther than they wanted to. It's kind of like the cool kids. They think they're really cool in all their outfits and book bags and pencil cases and calculators. Yeah, calculators that grow wings and fly. They one wrong thing goes wrong, they get ruined. They have a mental breakdown.
Also, one thing that's kind of weird about school is bullying and stuff, because bullying.
Yes, bullying.
That's a big one. I want you guys to really talk about that.
Because some people who may bully people, you never know what's going on with them. They could be having stuff at home that's been hard, but that still doesn't mean you should take it out on other people, because everyone has feelings.
Roselle, what do you think about that? About bullying?
I think about bullying as in if you're new, they're gonna think you're something else, but you're really just the same person. If you do the same thing as them, they're gonna think that you're them. But then when you do something different and they see that you're hanging with somebody else instead of hanging you, they're gonna start picking on you and calling you names.
So I hate when people I did have a couple of friends. They would used to pick on people for no reason, and then when a person snapped back, they'll go tell the teacher on them, and then they're the ones that be getting in trouble for no reason because they're the one that snapped back. And my counselor always telling me to stop, not snap back, but it's so my mom always told me it's that because they're getting bullied, they want to bring you down to their level. They want to bring you down to the level for no reason. And I think cool, when people think they cool, I think it's lame because nobody's cool. God made people the same. I mean, not the same, but to love each other and be equal.
Equality.
So I don't know why people think they're all that when they're not.
Okay, so sometimes I think when people bully, I think they're experiencing troubles at home or something, and like feeling bad about themselves. So usually when a person just bullies me, because I had a couple bullies. Yes, I had a couple bullies. Well, yes, when they used to bully me, I used to give them a hug.
Why would
I
you
gave
give
him a
him
hug.
I have a question. Why did you give him a hug?
Well, just to let them know that we're in this together, and we're all friends. Well, like, you know, I'm just trying to cheer them up. Like, you know, if they're like sad or anything, I think like that's what I think. Like they're sad or something, so that's why they bully me. Like they're having trouble, so you know, I just give them a hug just to cheer them up and let them know that we're in this together, and you know, I'll help you out.
I mean, like sometimes I would like.
So, you know, I know a lot of bullies. I've had a lot of bullies because I'm really introverted. So I was one of those. So, bullies, I would usually just not care. You know, it's easy to not have feeling for them because something my dad told me was no reaction is way better than a reaction.
Right, because that's what they.
Because you could start. You can have how did I forget what the.
It's okay.
What's the opposite of a compliment? What's the opposite of the compliment again? An insult, yeah. So when someone insults you and they say, "Oh, you're bad at this or bad at that, you're ugly or whatever," all that blah 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 stuff that I don't care about. But you know, when you don't say anything back, well, all right, see ya. They get sad. Like I didn't even get anything back. I didn't start crying or anything. But when you just have no reaction, like, what are they talking about? Then just walk away. That makes them even worse.
Yeah, that's what tick them off because they want to see you cry and stuff.
Body language.
Yeah, body language.
Like I never got bullied like that, but some of my friends used to get like picked on by this one kid Trent. He was always so annoying. And one time, he was like picking on my friend Avery, and then like I had to like fight him, and I was like, bro, get off of him. And then I got in trouble, and I was like, man,
I know teachers be tripping for no reason.
Because they see you do it, but they don't see the other person do it.
That's right.
These teachers be tripping. Like if you gonna, I don't like this because they'll get a person first story, and then they'll be like, why did you do that? I didn't do nothing to this little kid. She the one that came at me first. So back her back before I back her back myself.
Back on back.
There was.
So you kids feel like sometimes the adults and the teachers aren't fair and they don't wait and they don't get all sides of it before
Like
they
if you have a bully.
It's like when you miss part of the story because, like, if you go to use the restroom because you're watching a movie, but you wanted to see that movie so bad, you wanted to see that part, but you had to use the restroom, so you went to go use the restroom, and then you saw that person. Then in the movie, when you got back, you saw in the movie that she did that, but then she was like, why she even do that? And then you don't know that the other person had hit her first.
That's right. Wow.
Like if you have a bully.
And you went to the bathroom and missed that part of the movie, right?
Like the teachers are missing a lot, and then they make judgments without knowing the whole story.
Yeah.
They don't let you talk.
Nope.
What do you want to say, Mama?
When they have when you have a bully, say the bully is your friend, but you say you have a bully and you think it's your friend. They try to act like your friend, and then they start bullying you once they get around new people, and you just laugh it off and act like it's all cool, and then they start laughing, and then when you get home, you might be hurt, and they don't think you feel anything, like you're not affectionate enough, you don't have feelings, like you don't have emotions. They think you don't feel sad or mad, and they try to bully you just because they want to, and they think it doesn't bother people.
Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Fake friends.
Oh, talk about it, girl.
fake friends. Okay, so there's just this one girl named Nikayla Sharpley. She. Okay, so we would go in the cafeteria or like for lunchtime, and I would bring this like yummy lunch, like just let's say Takis, a sandwich, and a Sprite. So I would open the bag and she would come over and ask for some. Well, you know, I'm a nice person, so I'd be like, okay, sure, you know, put your hand out or get a napkin, you can get some. Well, the next day, she would start being rude all over again. And I'm like, well, didn't I, like, yesterday be nice to you? So
what's the whole point of being rude?
Yeah.
You try to be nice thinking that was going to change her attitude.
Yeah.
Using you to get stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you learn from that, though?
To not,
What you learned from that? What did you learn?
to not, like, be people's.
Not what?
To watch people and, yeah.
So,
Don't let people, everybody don't deserve
Don't, yeah.
Right.
so it's, I've had something like that, you know. Sometimes being a friend, they think being a friend is a privilege. It's not a privilege. You don't get to have that up high. Get off your high horse just because I'm not the horse carrying you to your destination. You walk.
Yeah, you walk.
Being a friend is not a privilege. You don't get to take my stuff. You don't get to bully me because I'm not your personal punching bag.
Say it again.
That's it. That's just about it. You don't get to do stuff to me because you my best friend. No, that don't make anything right.
So I got something to say.
Sometimes being a friend ain't enough.
Okay.
And then you get in trouble for it.
Yes.
Yes.
Like what? All the
time.
Like, let's say your teacher told you to do a 5-page homework assignment. You did it early, and then they say that you didn't do it.
I hate when teachers be losing my papers. Like, hey, I gave it to you, so that's your fault because you the one that lost my paper. So don't be calling my mama. Don't be calling my mama telling her that I didn't turn in my paper. I did. You just didn't lost it. So don't.
So all the time, you know, one of the reasons I never really cared about teachers was because they never want to have your back. So back when I was in, I say 5th grade, and mostly in 4th grade, my teacher was getting me on this one paper, this assignment we had to do, and I always was turning it in, and then there was something wrong with it, like you didn't spell your name correctly, or you got this one problem wrong, and then you tried to correct it and all that. So mostly they would get on my nerves, so that's when I just stopped caring, you know. I didn't really run any friends. I didn't try to be teacher's pet or nothing, so I can get better stuff. I just stopped caring for a while. I didn't want any friends because sometimes friends wouldn't do the stuff, you know, that will make a friend a friend.
Do you have this one teacher that, like, when you're in an essay or something, like in a quiz, they will stand behind you and look at your paper, and they will be like, make sure you answer the question correctly, and like you feel like you're doing something wrong, so you just erase it. But then when they check over the papers, you got it wrong, but the first time you got it right.
Sometimes I feel like the teachers don't care, or they care about their money. So if all you care about is your money, then you can leave, because you ain't teaching me the right stuff if you just want the money.
Okay, for the teachers, I gotta say, I go to a Catholic school, so I got no black teachers. They all snitch. Yes, they not on my side when I get in trouble.
Keep on talking.
Preach it. Yeah, preach.
What
was I about to say?
You getting it off your chest? You thinking about it? What else can you do?
Just sound like I'm gonna do some rap music in here.
Just like she was saying, if I give you my homework paper and you said you didn't turn it in, it's right there on the desk. I could obviously see it. She gonna try to cover it up with another paper. You didn't turn it in. You know what? I'm not dealing with you because you keep saying that I didn't turn my paper in, and you gonna call my parents and get me in trouble for no reason.
Right. How can your parents believe your teacher instead of you? That's the problem.
You
That's
lucky
the
we in the schoolhouse, because if we wasn't, it would have been fist to fist.
I'm your student for a reason. You're supposed to teach me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just rewind to the back topic of gaming because this is about to look like it's about to have a riot in here about teachers. It's about to go, the teacher population about to go down. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back to gaming. So
Teachers hiding your homes.
Mostly I had no real problem with gaming because I usually grew up with it since I never really had any friends. I only had one I grew up with, so we were just the only two playing games. And honestly, no one really shared my interests. I was the weird kid. So I usually never played on many things because I grew up with PlayStation until I started liking Nintendo, so I have a Nintendo Switch. It's really fun. I mean, they making a new one that's coming out October. It's called the Switch OLED model, and it's about to have a 7-inch screen. The volume about to be louder and better vibrations, and it's gonna be so cool. So I'm happy how far gaming tech has come, because we used to have the giant computer screens playing Pong and all that. So I'm happy we've come far. I'm happy we're still not, back then, because if the world never moved on, we probably wouldn't have discovered electricity.
If you had a teacher that told you to put up sign, or your mom told you to clean up your room, and then next thing you know, you want to use the bathroom for a second, and then your room is clean, because like one of your brothers did it, or the teacher told you to put up sign, and then you drop the ball, but then it's already put up. It's like when they make you, they don't care, and then they, like, one time I dropped the ball by accident, and then she said, put it up. I was trying to use the restroom because I had to use it. And then she was like, no, go put up the ball. I was like, do you see? The ball is already put up. So she made me write the rules instead of letting me use the restroom. So I had to use the restroom before I went to practice. And then she missed that the ball was already put up. So it's like teachers don't even pay attention. Like if you was doing an assignment and you wasn't paying attention, it's like teachers don't pay attention what happened, and then it's like they don't even care.
Speaking of old games, this might be weird, but I grew up with old R&B music and old school music like Mary J. Blige and Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, and what was I saying?
You grew up with Michael Jackson.
Oh, speaking of old school music, I grew up with a lot of old R&B singers and rappers. My favorite R&B singer is probably Michael Jackson, because that song "Scream" that he made with Janet Jackson is hard. I swear. I'm not even. I swear.
So I only grew up with two artists, Bruno Mars and Michael Jackson, basically.
I gotta say
so
something.
I always liked their good music because it was like it will give you a feeling like you can do anything. You could never stop doing what you were doing. It had other feelings other than fast rap, which I was talking about earlier. It was just talking about all random stuff. So I always grew up with Bruno Mars and Michael Jackson because it gave you power.
I just gotta say something to teachers. Some of y'all teachers, thank you, and the rest, no thank you.
Y'all be tripping.
I didn't grow up with this music, but my dad, when I grew up, he would always play music on his car, and it was always some old school rap, and it was always Outkast or.
And then they be having a beating they have it so loud, the car be shaking and everything.
Outkast is actually good. My favorite two songs by Outkast are Miss Jackson and Hey Ya.
Boys the Men, or what's that song called? It goes Can You Stand the Rain? I forgot the name of it, but
you guys did so amazing.
High five.
High five. Good job, kids. High five. You guys are giving us a run for our money. Coming for our jobs.
11.
Yes, we are.
Yes. Who did it? Yes. You girls did so amazing.
Okay, this might have changed my dream job.
Yes.
This is so easy. This is so easy.
The chief justice judge and
I broke my son. My son is 14 years old. I broke my son and playing Mario Bros. On Nintendo Sonic. He loved it.
Right, we're not on break, guys, so hurry up and get in here. We're not on break. We're not on break. We're not on break. Hurry up.
I saw you. That's all I saw.
Yes, that was so amazing. The amazing kids broadcasting.